Okay. I just mentioned about the importance of doing the chanting, because the purpose of chanting is for us to remember the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Like this chanting, maybe some of you just now enter the online Zoom, you can listen. Now, this chanting is it just say those Buddhas in the past, those Buddha in present, and those Buddha in the future. So I always worship them. I have no other refuge. The Buddha is, for me, the Buddha is the best refuge. For this, may they be truth and victory to us, to me. And then it followed by the Dhamma also, those Dhamma in the past, those Dhamma in the future, and those Dhamma in the present. I worship it every day. No, actually, it's very important. No? Not just you worship today, but every day we take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, in the past, the present, and future. Why is it? Because it's important to have faith, confidence in Triple Gem, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. If you don't have confidence in Triple Gem, then when you practice the Dhamma, your practice will not be strong because you have lots of doubts. But once you have confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you decide to follow the path. Now, Buddha is the, of course, the source of the Buddhism. We call it the Buddha is our main teacher or the greatest spiritual teacher. But the problem is we don't see the Buddha because the Buddha has entered Parinibbana. What we have with us is the Dhamma. So that's why in some of the suttas say, if you see the Dhamma, you see the Buddha. Okay. What is the meaning of you see the Dhamma, you see the Buddha? Because by learning the Dhamma, you understand the Dhamma is ask you to get rid of the greed, hatred, delusion, and to practice your mind, to train your mind to be more pure, like the chanting of the Dhammanussati, right? So the Dhamma is something that in leading you to Nibbana, onwards leading to Nibbana, and Dhamma is something that you have to practice by yourself. Because if you listen to Dhamma, you don't practice, you don't really get the essence of Dhamma. Like when the Buddha would say like greed, hatred, delusion, the defilements, it is the one that burn you first. It's the one that make you suffering. So I remember one venerable, I think Ajahn Brahm, he say something like this. He said, let's say if somebody call you stupid, all right? And then you get very angry. Then you think today, maybe somebody call you stupid. Then tonight you cannot sleep. You say, because in your mind you will go again. Why you call me stupid? I'm not stupid. You should not call me stupid. So it's like somebody call you stupid one time, but because of your attachment to this thing and your anger, so you go round and round and round in your mind and call yourself stupid, stupid, stupid for many times. All right. So but if you understand the Dhamma, you understand the Buddha say, greed, hatred, delusion is the one that bring you suffering. The suffering does not come from other people. It's the one, because when people call you stupid or whatever, if you know how to guide your six sense spaces, you let go of the sound, you don't care about the sound, you put the mindfulness in your body, then you will not be affected, even people call you stupid or idiot. Right? So we know the great hatred delusion in us is the one that causes suffering, not other people. Other people might the cause, might be the source, but the main cause is us, our lack of mindfulness, our greed, hatred, delusion, our mental defilements is the one that brings us suffering. Okay, now when we have the Buddha, but now the Buddha passed away, but through the Dhamma, we understand the Buddha. But the Dhamma sometimes is not easy. So we have to go through the Sangha. All right, now the Sangha is, according to the chanting here, now all these are chanting are really coming from the Tipitaka. All these are version of Pali. The Pali, this Pali is depicted in many suttas. So from this chanting, we know that he's talking about four pairs and eight types of person. So he's talking about the four level of enlightenment. the Sotapatti, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant. So the string and entry, the once returner, non-returner, and Arahant. So according to chanting, it's talking about the highest. That is those who already enlightened, Arya. According to this chanting, it's talking about Arya Sangha, the noble disciple who had gained enlightenment. All right. So if of course you offer anything to them, it will be they are worthy of gift, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings. One should be respected in comparable field of merits. All right. So if we manage to offer to Arya Sangha, like in Buddha's time, we read many stories, those in the commentary in Dhammapada, they say like somebody offered to one venerable Lamha Kasapa. Then the next day, he go and plow the field. So image in the field, gold, silver, and he become very rich. So, of course, if we can offer to the Arya Sangha, those who have enlightened, it will be the best. But not all the Sangha are enlightened yet, right? So are you going to doubt when you are offering, is this a monk is enlightened or not? Actually, we should not have this kind of doubts. Because we say when we want to offer things, it's purified in three aspects. The first aspect is very simple. The gift you want to offer, it must be your own. It's not steal, it's not being robbed. You don't take for other people. It must be your own property. Okay, so this is called the gift is purified, right? This is first one. Second one is when you offer, what is your attitude? Your mind must be pure. Means when you offer without greed, that's the best, or without attachment. Or when you offer, your mind should be calmed down. You have a quite good mental state. That's the best. But when people offer, sometimes their mind is restless. They might thinking about past, present, future. So even they offer, their mind is blur, 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 lah, right? So that's why we say, even like when we share the merits with the departed one, why we always have to chant idam no yatina hotu? Why we always have to chant 3 times? Because the first time you chant, your mind might be very blur, 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 you know. So second time you chant, your mind is 50% calm down. So but when the third time you chant, you really understand the meaning. So that's why we need to have some purity of mind. So then the offering become purified on our behalf. All right. So the first, the gift must be purified. Second thing, the giver, the donor, should be purified. And finally, the recipient, like the Sangha, also should be purified. But even though they might be Arya and not Arya, they might be enlightened, not enlightened, we don't know. Okay? But the best is you treat them as enlightened. You treat them as a pure one. Then it will be best. Purified on 3 aspects. Alright? On the gift itself, on the us as a donor, and on the recipient. So that's why it becomes worthy of prosperity, offering, and so on. So that's the main keyword. And then finally, we say, when you remember the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, the fear, trembling, terror will never arise. So this is important when you go to place you don't know, you don't feel comfortable, or you feel a sense of danger. So at that time, you remember, tap on to the power of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. In the Visuddhimagga, the path of purification, it said, for those who contemplate the Buddhanussati, the qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you become a pagoda. Because you think about the merits of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, it's like the triple gem is in us. So we become a shine ourselves. So by this, it empowers us and we will free from danger and harm. All right. So by speaking of truth, may the triple gem protect you. So it's actually logic. Instead of feeling the anger, feeling the worry, because when your mind have fear, your mind has worry or restless, your mind is unwholesome. Definitely is unwholesome in Abhidhamma. So what you do is from the unwholesome mind, you change the wholesome mind by thinking about the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Because I think most Theravada, we all can chant by heart the 80 so. So this is the best way. So I give you one example. All right. One day from my center, we are going to another place. So I sit on the motorcycle. So at that point, it's like I think maybe you don't experience here. Yeah, there's no helmet. The motorcycle, the what driver is a we kind of like taxi driver lah. He had no helmet. I also no helmet. I had to sit behind him and we drive on the highway. And we go on 20 kilometers. It's quite fast, no? So I said, oh my God, maybe oh my Buddha, oh my God, whatever. I might die. So I thinking, so I better do my chanting. So I thinking, so at that time I get a recite ETB, so whatever. In case I fell down, I hit my head on the ground. So at least I go for a better place. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's important for us to protect our mind. All right. Yes. Yes. So you are saying that the Buddha passed away, you will see the Buddha, you see the Dharma, you see the Dharma, you see the Buddha. Let's say if I'm thinking the Buddha is nearest us, let's say like here, the statue is here. The problem is there any problem? Can we ask the help from the Buddha? The Buddha statue? Yeah. You say if okay, your question is if we have problem, can we ask from the Buddha statue? Oh, yeah, then it will become kind of like superstitious. Like in Thailand, they ask for amulet. Even the Thai government already banned the amulet now, right? Yeah, because they believe the power of amulet. Yeah. We don't really, in Theravada, we don't take the Buddha statue as a, how we call it, the power actually is more on the, we call it the, how you use it, because we are not, but of course in Myanmar also we have consecration of the Buddha statue. Like you ask the monk to chant and they treat the Buddha statue as a real Buddha. But I would not say we are going to ask the power for the Buddha statue. Then it become like quite a superstition things already. Yeah, you seek help from the, yeah. But actually, you see, this is a rupa, right? This is a material. Our body is material. So the one that really can help us is our mind. I prefer to believe in karma rather than believe on a statue, whatever. I prefer to, based on my karma, means I believe that by improving my mind, I create better karma. And the karma will protect me. That's more logic. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. They want a shortcut way lah. We call it shortcut way. Sometimes that's why nowadays people go, they pay the money, and then somebody chant, they pay the money, then they get the merits, very instant merit, right? Yeah. But actually in Theravada, we have to purify our mind. We have to practice meritorious deeds to gain the good result. That's how we protect ourselves in terms of karma. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh yeah, may the triple gem protect us. Yeah, yeah. Dhamma and Sangha, fear and trembling. Yes. So the Buddha itself here, which are the one you mentioned? Is it the Buddha image or is it the... Okay, it's not the Buddha image, it's just the... Here, when we say remember the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, we are thinking about the qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha rather than a physical Buddha statue. All right? Okay, because we are Theravada, of course, I don't want to talk about other sect. So we are talking about the qualities of Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Like I mentioned, like you, when we have fear, trembling, terror, our mind is very unwholesome. Okay? That's unwholesome mind. So we need to change the unwholesome mind to wholesome mind. Wholesome mind means you think about the Buddha's quality, Dhamma and Sangha quality. So our mind will be, when you chant the ETP, so you notice the mind when you have fear and worry. It's very dark, it's very unwholesome. But when you have good mind, like you have loving kindness, you have metta, you have compassion, when you chant the ETP, so you have faith, your mind is more bright. All right. When you have bright mind, so the unwholesome mind will not appear. Because in Abhidhamma, at one time, only one mind. At one time, if your wholesome mind appear, your unwholesome mind cannot appear. And the wholesome mind is creating good karma. All right. So that's how we protect ourselves by having a good mind. So like just now, I ride on a motorcycle. I might fall down. It's because motorcycle is going 20 kilometer. The driver, no helmet. The motorist, no helmet. So in Myanmar, sometimes we have they call a taxi lah, motorcycle taxi. He has no helmet. I also have no helmet. So I might fall down. So that's why I chant ETP. So before I fall down, at least my mind have a refuge. Okay.
We say that the Buddha who found here, we found the Buddha, we just remember of the.
Yeah, remember the qualities of Buddha because the image of the Buddha is built in a way to represent the living Buddha. Like the how many characteristics? 80, and then for example, the eye downcast is he not attached to the worldly things, and the hand sitting in the meditation posture. All right. So this show how we should sit down in this way, keep the body straight. So this reminds us of how we should practice meditation. And then the face calm and serene. That's why compared to other, because I remember when I was young, my mother bring me to the Taoist temple. Lah. I didn't like it because the face very dark one. No? It looks scary to the young child. But everybody even the Westerners, the moment they see the Buddha statue, they really like it because the Buddha statue is beautiful, right? Serene. Okay. So when you see like this, so it inspires us to be like him. Okay. So the Buddha statue should increase our wholesome mind. Okay, I think we can do our meditation now. So